Hey awesome explorers and super curious kids, get ready for an adventure that's out of this world. Or should I say, out of this desert. Today, we're heading to ancient Egypt with our amazing friends, Layla, Kareem, and their super silly parrot, Toto. You won't believe what they discover inside a real pyramid. One sunny day in bustling Cairo, Layla and Kareem had an idea, a big, exciting, pyramid-sized idea. Layla was super pumped. Come on, Kareem, get your camera. You won't want to miss this. Kareem, always ready for action, grabbed his gear but then realized, ready, sis. But where's Toto? And from behind a plant, a little voice chirped, I'm here. It was Toto, their feathered friend. But Toto wasn't so sure about the pyramid idea. I'm not going inside a pyramid. There are mummies, he squawked, flapping his wings. Layla just laughed. Mummies? Silly Toto. It's an adventure, not a horror movie. And with a giggle, they hopped into their dad's little car, zooming off towards the magnificent, towering pyramids. As they got closer, Kareem gasped, Look, Layla, you can see them from here. Toto, perched on Layla's shoulder, was wide-eyed. Wow, giant mountains made of stone. Soon they were right in front of them. The pyramids were absolutely huge. Layla, full of excitement, cried, Let's go explore up close. Toto, ever the cautious comedian, warned, Be careful. Maybe the stones bite. Everyone chuckled. Stepping onto the sandy ground, Kareem looked up. Whoa, they're huge. Layla pointed at the ancient walls. Look at these carvings. It looks like a puzzle. Toto, always thinking of snacks, quipped, A puzzle? I'm good at puzzles. The food kind. They all laughed at their hungry parrot. As Layla carefully touched one of the carved walls, something amazing happened. Click. A section of the wall moved. Kareem's eyes went wide. What was that? The wall moved. Toto, startled, let out a tiny shriek. Eek! The door opened by itself. Layla, brave as can be, asked, Should we go in? Kareem, his face lit up with excitement, immediately replied, Of course. With a slow, creaky groan, the stone door opened wider. They stepped inside the pyramid, and it was dark and mysterious. Kareem quickly said, Turn on the flashlight. Layla found it, and with a click, a faint beam of light cut through the ancient darkness. Toto, always the first to spot something interesting, cried, I see a crocodile on the wall. Layla giggled. That's a drawing, silly parrot. Kareem, looking closely at the ancient symbols, announced, These symbols say, Key of the sun. Toto's ears perked up. A key? Where's the door? I'll find it. Suddenly, a cool breeze, smelling of ancient dust and adventure, blew through the dark corridor. Layla, feeling the magic, suggested, Let's follow it. Soon, they came to a split path. Wait, to pass, Kareem exclaimed. Toto, thinking quickly, suggested, Let's flip a coin. With a little flip and a clink, Layla called out, It's heads we go right. And so, they followed the long, winding hallway, their footsteps echoing around them. The echoing sounds made Toto a little nervous. What's that noise? Kareem whispered. Toto quickly confessed. That's just me when I'm scared. Just as they laughed, a rumbling sound filled the air. Stone grinding. Layla looked up in horror. The ceiling's moving down. Run! Ruin! Kareem shouted, and they sprinted as fast as they could, with Toto flying just ahead, calling, "I'm flying!" Everyone laughed, even as they raced. They stopped, panting. In front of a big golden door was a beautiful sun carved into it. Layla excitedly said, "This must be the door of the Sun Key." Kareem tried to open it, but there's no handle. Toto, ever the entertainer, suggested, "Maybe it opens if we sing." La la la, nope. Layla, inspired, gently touched the sun symbol. Suddenly, a bright light glowed. Filling the entire room with a warm, golden glow. A deep voice echoed through the chamber. "Who enters my sacred hall?" Layla bravely replied, "We come to learn." And then, a magnificent, glowing golden falcon appeared right before their eyes. Toto shrieked, "Ah, a talking bird!" The falcon introduced himself. "I am Horus, guardian of the pyramids." Kareem, wanting to reassure Horus, said, "We're not here to steal." Horus, with a wise gaze, replied, "I know. You are brave little ones. Wisdom is worth more than gold." Layla, thoughtful, asked, "So the secret isn't treasure?" Horus smiled. "Knowledge is a true treasure." Toto, ever the pragmatist, asked, "Can you eat knowledge?" Everyone shared a laugh. Horus then gave them a sparkling jewel of light and a warning, "Take this jewel of light and leave before the pyramid closes." Suddenly, the pyramid began to rumble. Kareem shouted, "It's shaking! Run!" They all dashed out, giggling and running, with Toto flying ahead. "I'm flying out first." Layla playfully called out, "Wait, you coward!" Just as they burst out into the sunlight, the huge door slammed shut with a booming sound. They had escaped just in time. "Wow, that was close!" Kareem exclaimed, still catching his breath. Layla grinned, "But we did it!" Toto preened, "And I wasn't scared much." They all laughed together as the setting sun painted the sky with beautiful colors behind the glowing pyramids. Layla looked at the jewel in her hand. "Look, the jewel shines when it faces the sun." Kareem added, "It must have Horus's magic inside." Toto, still in his funny mood, joked, "Or maybe batteries." They all burst into laughter, listening to Toto's adorable parrot giggles. It truly was the best adventure ever. Kareem, already dreaming of the next one, said, "Next time, let's go to the sea." Toto enthusiastically agreed. "Yeah, no mummies there." Layla added, "But maybe talking fish." Toto, thinking ahead, declared, "Then I'll need headphones." More laughter filled the air as their amazing pyramid adventure came to an end. And that's the story of Layla, Kareem, and Toto's incredible pyramid adventure. Toto reminds